I guess we're live. Okay, I guess we're live. I'm just going to send my desktop's a bit there. I'm just going to drop this link in here. Woo. Copy the link, put it in here. Hi, everyone. This is obviously not a planned thing, spontaneous kind of. I can take this off. I don't need this. So, spontaneous. Let's have a look. I'm just going to say hi, everyone. Happy Friday, I suppose I should say. Okay, so we are live. We're going live. Okay, cool. So I'm not going to keep you long. It's Friday. It's nearly 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We are around the corner from the US election. We're around the corner from that. We are around the corner from that. Holy cow. So we're 4 or 5 days away from the US election. And it's going to be insane. We've got a weekend as well. So I expect gapping on the weekend. Just general uncertainty, I think. I'm expecting some gapping on that. So, all right. So what I'm going to do is have a look through the markets. And you guys can access the recording when you want. That's all I wanted to talk about here. And let's go through this. Okay. So I highlight this orange area was attached to a previous post. But basically, I just predicted that the market's going to range until the election, either until the day of or a few days after, and it's still within that range. So that's basically the point. What's happening with the US dollar index? There's no clear range. You're going to a downtrend. We've broken that trend. We're still range bound. Okay. So it's basically the same. I'm looking to see if there's anything different. GBP range bound. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Aussie dollar now looks more bearish. So to me, this looks pretty cool. That's a really nice bearish candle on the 4 hour. There might be some potential opportunities here. Excuse me. Range bound, Kiwi dollar, not great. Dollar yen might be something. Look at that rebound off that key level. So I believe there's no evidence to support this, but I'm of the opinion Bank of Japan is going to try really hard to keep dollar yen up within this range. Certainly up within this range, but we could still potentially, we could still potentially see it go through that level. Okay, so basically nice and bullish, but ultimately I expect it to break out below that level. So there could be a breakout trade there, stop loss up above the high here, or a tighter one. But I would watch that, because that breakout could happen today or Monday or Tuesday, but it's soon. Right, dollar Swissy, no trend, so it's a pass. Dollar CAD, no trend. There's nothing. I'm looking at the daily. If you're wondering what I'm looking at the daily. So take into account that we have a lot of, the market's just basically going to somewhat go comatose between now and next week Tuesday. It might start kicking off on Monday. It might start kicking off. It's going to kick off when it starts to get a sense of the election's underway. Is Trump in the lead? Is Biden in the lead? And actually what could honestly happen, Biden could be in the lead and then drop, which could cause the market to swing. Suddenly Trump's in the lead and then it swings back. One thing is pretty much for certain. The results at the start are going to be different from the results at the end. They're saying that's pretty much the case because of the way in which the votes are counted. They're going to go one way and then the other. So I would say that I think the markets will kick off potentially Tuesday, but Wednesday they should start going back to normal. Anyway, so there we go. Euro GBP breaking through that level, wanting to potentially go down, heading through that level. In fact, coming back up to test it here, so there might even be some shorting opportunities to the downside. Euro yen continuing down. That's pretty cool. It's quite. I called that. I didn't actually expect it to really do that. I kind of posted this on the one website where I said caution here. It's a monthly support resistance level, and it did actually react to that. And that's the ultimate target. So that's potentially going to play out. That's pretty cool. Got nothing to add to that, but I do think Euro yen's going to continue down. But it's not doing it in an amazing quality trend. It's not. Euro Swissy, sideways, down, not great. Euro CAD, mess. Look at that. That's a complete mess. Euro Aussie, climbing. Euro Aussie is more bullish than bearish. But you've got this kind of, we've got higher volatility than normal, which means the trends, we might look back a month from now and the trends did play out, in the moment, it's choppy and volatile, and then we just like, it's just sliding that way. I think Euro Aussie is going to climb over time. I just think it's very choppy right now. And Euro Kiwi will probably follow suit as well. Pound Yen is a mess, going down. Pound Swissy, beautiful example of what not to trade, of what to stay away from. Pound CAD is pushing upwards. It produced a bullish candle. Next week might climb. Pound Aussie, I'm still bullish in the long run on it, and it's starting to look more and more bullish. I did a bit of a trade here, and then it pulled back down, and now it's just going back up. And I bet you if we look at it, that bullish divergence is even stronger. So now we have even more bullish divergence. So nothing in it has changed. I'm long on that. I'm long all the way up to 1.9. So that, of all the things we've looked at, Euro Aussie and Pound Aussie, I think I will put on my watch list. And noticeably, by the way, in that component, Aussie dollar is the one that is more bearish, and Aussie pairs are also moving. I'm jumping quickly. Aussie CAD looks like that's going to potentially head lower on the daily. Aussie Swissy is a bit messy at the moment. That's because of the Swissy part, like Pound Swissy, Aussie Swissy is just messy. Aussie Yen. So I'm liking Aussie CAD, Aussie Yen generally for moves to the downside, but today they don't look good. So this is more about a market commentary of today than trading opportunities right now, because the market's going to start tapering off, and I think I would be very cautious on Monday. I would possibly maybe just not trade Monday and Tuesday. Just watch or demo trade, but I don't think I'm going to take any trades. It's just, I can't predict what's going to happen, but I know that it's the most volatile event maybe in my trading career, so that's why I'm very worried. This is way more than Brexit, I think. I think it's going to be more money, bigger. Sorry, so Pound Aussie, Pound Kiwi. Pound Kiwi is a mess. Stay away from it. Aussie Kiwi. Aussie Kiwi, good. I mean, the daily looks good. And that 4-hourly looks okay. It's losing a bit of momentum here. It's going sideways a bit. It obviously needs to do a bit of a retracement. I haven't traded it at all, but that would have had something. Kiwi CAD. Kiwi Swissy. Swissy pairs are... excuse me. Swissy pairs are going sideways. I'm just observing that. Swissy and Yen pairs. Not great. So maybe what I should do is create a list that just removes them, and then just like for the next month or two, and then come add them back in when they're valid again. Swissy Yen. No. Gold. Let's have a look at gold. I still think gold is range bound. There's my range, and it's still acting range bound. So I'm going to leave that, and I'm still more bearish on it than bullish. So a nice bearish candle could be a potential shorting opportunity. I'm still would like to see it come down to 1800. For those of you who don't know why, it is in pretty much all of my analysis videos on YouTube for the last few months. Silver's going to be the same. I think it's still going to head down, and there's a bearish candle. There might be a shorting opportunity. Okay, next, crude oils. So Brent crude, I'm bearish on. This to me is the best trading opportunity right now. It's really good. I think that's good stuff there. So crude oils. Let's look at the indices. They're looking bearish. Look at that. US is online. So if you are feeling brave and you can keep your risk under control with stop losses and take profit, you might want to look at shorting opportunities on the 15-minute time frames to the downside. 5 minutes, 15 minutes. Pullbacks, I'm looking for shorting opportunities there. NASDAQ, markets looks like it's tanking. Russell, going to head lower. Let's see the FTSE. FTSE is going down. I'm actually, DAX and FTSE are, it's had a bit of a drop, but they aren't looking strong, man. They're going sideways. I think Monday we're going to see them go further down, potentially. Is this the big one? Not yet. I'm not convinced. I could be wrong. Honestly, I could be wrong in this case, but I'm leaning towards this not being as big a drop as we had in February and March. Yet. I'm reluctant to say that because I haven't seen the volume spiking. This is not the same behavior. Bitcoin and these are pretty solid. Bitcoin, these are strong. So if you can trade them, they're pretty bullish. They're looking nice and strong. Bitcoin is leading, not Ethereum. Okay, let's go look at the commodities. let's go look at the commodities. Let's run through a few that we don't have. RBOB, they're going to head down. Most of the oils will go down, excluding natural gas. ULSD, lumber's a mess. Cocoa's, I don't have intraday dates on that. Coffee, no. I'm just looking now at the daily. Milk, no. Maybe feeder cattle to the upside. This is going to probably come down. Lean hogs will probably do a weekly retracement. Why do I say that? The daily is slowing down. You can see the highs are not that high anymore, and bearish divergence, and that immediately is an indication the weekly is overextended and it wants to come down. Not very much, down towards 60. So that tells me, that's just I just know that from experience. That tells me there's some shorter term moves down to about here. Anyway, corn looks good, but corn looks good. Is it overextended on the weekly? Yeah, so that's probably going to come down as well. But the daily looks really nice for a long trade. Okay, canola. Cotton looks good, man. That could be a long trade here, potentially. That could be good. Rough rice, stay away from it. Sugar, yeah, could be some long opportunities there. Orange juice is looking bearish, not great. Oats, bullish. Soybean, stalling immediately. Lower highs, bearish divergence. It looks weak, it doesn't look great. Soybean oil. Nah. Soybean meal. So there's a few here. This looks good. That looks great, man. Soybean meal. Look at that. Beautiful. That looks nice and bullish. But I think maybe Monday. And then we got the S&Ps and a few of these others. Okay. So immediate money making opportunity today, maybe. Everything's higher risk. Everything's higher risk. I wouldn't be trading more than 0.5%. I'd be down to 0.2%. Because actually any money you make now, I think, is a cherry on top. Go in with my eyes wide open. I would look at oils, indices, short. I like those the most for today. Next week, we can revisit some of these. Okay. So, anything else? Anything you want me to have a look at before I wrap up? What other futures have we got here? Just going through some of these futures. Class 3 milk. Just seeing if there's anything on this list that I haven't seen. Light crude, natural gas, RBOB, it's the same. Heating oil, blah, blah, blah. Bonds, anything on bonds. Interesting to see US bonds dropping. Shouldn't be happening, guys. When the stock market's dropping, the bonds should be climbing. I wonder if we're going to find out that all kinds of shenanigans have gone on inside the current administration. Just curious. Wouldn't surprise me, but it isn't a given. I'm just curious about that. Cocoa, trading lower. Coffee, no. Sugar, let's leave it. Cotton, I'm just going through them again. Orange juice, okay. We've got the Australian dollar, GBP, Swissy. I think Swissy charts are a bad idea. I think Aussie charts are a better idea. And lean hogs, anything? Yeah, no, lower trend. That's it. So no questions from anyone. Everyone seems fine. I just wanted to do a run through the market, spontaneous. I had some time, and I'm sorry. Next week I should be much more present in this, and I'm going to do a couple of some good recordings, obviously. And I might even do a live. I might be awake. I might do a live stream of the markets reacting to the US elections. If I'm awake and I can't sleep during the night, you're welcome to join me if you can't sleep either. I might do that. And that's it. I want to wish everyone a good weekend. I'm going to wrap this up and post it online and have a great weekend. I'm going to end the stream now. So thank you very much. Cool.